Welcome to the new and improved Hive Mind podcast. Now with 47% more than 26% death annually. That's let down from last year. I know, hold your applause. My name is KIWI, and alongside me this evening in the left corner, weighing in at a modest 640 pounds of pure doomslayer, Mayhem.
How you doing, Kiwi?
And in the right corner, weighing in at 47 pounds, sopping wet, the man, the myth, the legend, the Sprite Cake Mix man himself, TALKSHOW.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I said we were
Hey.
going to be back next week, and here we are.
We are. And we have a very special episode for you guys today. This is the time. It is now. We are talking COD versus Halo. We also got some other things on the agenda for the day. Mayhem, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
I think TalkShow has more of a bone to pick with my contention with that whole entire thing. So why don't you start up TalkShow? I'll let you have the first punch.
Okay, yeah. You got to let the lightweight start first, right? All right.
First hit.
Things first. Was it because you didn't have an Xbox, or because you didn't like the TTK or the time to kill?
That is a good question. I switched over to Xbox around the Xbox 360, probably around the time most people would consider the Halo franchise already kind of being, face it, and it's
started to solidify itself at that point. Yeah.
I don't remember which one I jumped in at. I switched over around that time. No, I did not have an Xbox. It is a good point. But even when I did get an Xbox, I did the best I could. The first few games I got when I switched over were Halo and the contemporary Call of Duty. I'm not sure if we've spoken about that before, but I didn't really play the. I think it was Halo 3. I gave it a good crack, but no, it just fire shooters in general were not.
The time to kill, like because of the shields.
Oh, and that's another thing. I wasn't playing multiplayers as much then either. Another factor.
Story.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, I suppose.
Did not have a good story. Well, I mean, it was okay. It's definitely better than what came after, but
I certainly wasn't playing the multiplayer. I can tell you that much. That came after the change. Xbox 360 made the internet a lot more accessible. I switched because of the quote unquote great SN shortage or outage, whatever that was. The final straw for me.
Yeah, Halo did have longer gunfights because of the shields auto recharging and all of that. But that was actually one of the things I liked about it, because if you didn't get nailed with a headshot, you could turn on somebody. COD is much less forgiving in that area. If you're out of position, you pay the full price.
I remember other people. I played it with other people. I do respect it as a staple that it is, but I remember grav hammers and laser weapons and the Warthog, and I accepted it had a big part in online multiplayer, but I guess it just didn't appeal to me as much as the Call of Duty or simply, whooping someone's ass in whatever fighting game, Tekken, WWE, whatever we were playing.
Oh, yeah. So what was it about Call of Duty that you liked more?
I think, to quote a meme, unfortunately, but I think that really it kind of screw a lot of us up. First, not the first Call of Duty. It might have been the first Call of Duty. I don't recall. They put you in a grim representation of Normandy. I mean, as a kid, I remember
history,
the full. Not you go in a U-boat and everything.
Yeah,
that was my introduction to the story of COD. Yeah, totally storming the beaches of Normandy, and they didn't pull punches. That was back before
realism.
Yeah, you could say that, and I think that really stuck with me.
I don't know. I think another reason that splits people is eye strain. I guess if you want to call it that. Call of Duty has much more muted colors. Players can really blend in with the shadows. Hard to pick them out if they're not moving. Halo was much easier because the players were all solid colored. Might be the biggest reason why Halo and COD players have different play styles in general. It's harder to camp successfully if you don't blend in. Players favor more mobile approaches in Halo, Apex, Fortnite, colorful games, versus the more stationary positional approach in games like Call of Duty, PUBG, and Counter-Strike.
I totally could agree with that. I no argument there. Call of Duty was a much more realistic, as you said, or tame title. Till he decided to not be, and that I didn't enjoy. So there's a good testimony to it right there. Went fully boots off the ground, and that was too far for me to reminiscent of, wow, this is why I don't play games with jetpacks and laser weapons and shit like that. So yeah, you make some good points. It may be the realism, or like I said, the gun and stuff. It was easy to get, wow, look at these characters as a kid. Look at Ghost. And even the zombies. That was another big factor. I don't know if Halo had anything quite on par with zombies, but that was
they had a game mode.
It was a player-made game type. It started as a custom game.
Yeah,
and that's how a lot of those. That's what I loved about the Halo community in specific.
And let's be honest, it's so creative. It's still a thing
custom
too.
Game types. It's still a thing.
It's still a thing. Yeah, I mean the Halo 5
before this was like in Halo 2, I think, is when they started doing this. Maybe Halo. I think it was Halo 3. The zombies started. Okay, Halo 3, when you could switch teams in the middle of a custom game, the rule was one person was green team with the sword, and everybody else was like red team, and they could only use a pistol.
Right.
So eventually, you ran out of ammo killing the one zombie, and he got somebody, and that person immediately switches, uses the sword, and
but let's not
custom games, and it's
let's
just
not
amazing.
forget though that Call of Duty also has some pretty fun game types, and they switch it up quite a bit. I mean, for a while, I really liked playing Call of Duty games.
How many of those game types came from the community, though?
Yeah, I'm sure
directly taken from the community because a custom game started trending.
Well,
that's something they didn't special. Just Halo has that. Well,
but
there's some others out there, but I mean on console.
The community didn't have the assets. They did with Halo. I mean, with the level builders and stuff, you were able to do stuff online and then share it and be a community. Whereas Call of Duty didn't really have that community, I suppose.
Yeah, not at all.
I mean, the communities are very different, but
but I mean,
partially why you're either in one.
My point, I guess, more so being is the different game types in Call of Duty were just as fun in my mind.
I'm not saying they weren't fun. There's that just added special factor, knowing that you were playing that before it was an official game type.
And it's pretty cool. That is pretty.
Yeah, but nothing was more fun than playing one in the chamber. You got one.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. Everybody loved that one.
I mean, I have no frame of reference.
Oh, one in the chamber? What about Sticks and Stones?
Oh, Sticks and Stones was great.
That sounds like one that they may have taken from Halo. Sticks and Stones in Call of Duty. Oh, man, I haven't played it in a while, so please don't kill me if I get this wrong. It's melees and throwies. So you get anything throwable or melee. That includes crossbows and stuff like that for some reason.
That sounds interesting.
And if you like rank up or you get points or whatever, and if you like melee somebody, you go down to 0. Yeah, if you get tomahawked or somebody hits you with a combat knife, then you're bankrupt or whatever. Then the player is down to 0.
Right, I don't remember the scoring aspect.
Crossbows.
I guess our boy Hive Sucks was amazing at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sticks and Stones is not a game you want to play with Sucks.
No, you get 10 points for every kill, 10 points for every crossbow kill. But if you knife somebody or if you tomahawk them, then they go back down to 0. So like the game changes quite a bit. There was also a gun game, which was really fun. Where every kill you got, you changed weapons.
Okay, Gun game is a really interesting take that is unique to Call of Duty. That is fun.
And I liked it because it got you used to playing with other guns you don't normally play with.
You get a kill with like a rocket launcher or a shotgun, and then all of a sudden you get like a little pea shooter. You're like, oh crap!
Yeah.
Depending on the game, they would switch it up. Like the rocket launchers and the really troll things would be at the end, like exploding crossbow bolts and stuff like that. Or some of them would be right at the beginning where they just plop you with like your first weapon was a shotgun.
Everybody's going to get a kill.
Yeah, pretty much. It changed it up. Weird. Best one I think is usually a melee, like a knife, right? The final weapon.
Usually. Yeah. Oh, you're good with projectiles, huh? How about a smacky?
Yeah, pretty much. Go reset someone for the point.
I always like how they put the rocket launcher second to last and then the knife on last. So it's like
stand back.
Yeah.
Close.
You got to get close, and there's other people who have rocket launchers potentially who are going to be coming for you. And then if you tomahawked or knifed somebody, they went down a rank or two. I don't remember exactly how, but yeah, dude, gun game was fun.
Okay. Well, if we don't want to spend the entire episode covering Halo versus COD, let's talk about new and upcoming.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep going with that. Again, we're gonna have to do a solo series or something. We can't just leave it there. We're gonna do a solo COD versus Halo with some nice video to it for some visual reference, something a little more. We'll get back into that. I'm sure we'll
get some interviews.
We'll keep it. All right, so I got a few things on the docket. I want one of you guys to go first. What do we got? Someone else go first.
Apex.
Oh yeah, let's just get on that topic. I'm right there with you, buddy.
I'm ready. I know you're
ready. Can I just say one word?
Take it away.
Well, I guess it's 2 words, but cross-platform.
Yes.
They're making this Apex. Fall. Yes, and it's on the Switch. It's coming to the Switch. I am so excited.
Ooh.
Does that mean if you have 2 different profiles, both with the same name, what happens to them?
That would be cross-play.
Oh, yeah.
So I could play myself, technically.
Yes, if you have 2 accounts, you probably could. I don't know why you want to, but yeah, you could play with yourself.
Who's to say I don't already? I mean, what?
It's coming to Switch and Steam.
Yeah,
wasn't on Steam.
I mean, it's been on PC for a minute, but
it's moving from Origin. I have it pulled up here. The game is only available via Origin, Xbox One, PS4.
And I know a lot of people have a problem with the Origin launcher. People with security concerns.
The Origin in general.
So now that it's on Steam, it might get another boost in players.
Be a boost in people getting banned.
Not to mention going cross-platform is just great for the player community anyways. How much longer do you think before we have a full cross-platform application for voice?
Oh boy.
Like, Discord is leading the way. They're already integrated in some manner with the consoles, but like you can't have, there's no Discord app on a console. When do you think we're going to see a cross-platform voice application outside of Microsoft's companion app?
So, I mean, all right, cross-play games, Call of Duty.
Well, that's the thing, is we're opening it up for games, going cross-platform all the time, and they all have voice chat in the game. So, what is the real reason that a third-party application can't show up for voice?
Probably because the tug-of-war of whose server it runs off of, how to facilitate it, and that static, and then probably having to run through a third-party server because no one can fucking agree to make things better.
App, how is it any different than the agreements to allow individual games to do voice chat?
A lot of games that had and are still having a big, difficulty with crossplay because of that reason, because it runs differently on this. It's an easy cop-out. It seems kind of common core that nowadays they're like, yeah, well, it's a PC port. What do you expect? And they just kind of shrug off all the issues with it. It's like, no. You guys were breaking Xbox Ones with Modern Warfare. And you guys were fucking... I'm sure there have been plenty of issues with PlayStations. They brick too.
How close do you think we are, though?
Not. That's the point. If we can't, get a Discord app across, like you said, or something like that. And
I mean, they do have some integration, though. Like, you can link it. You can see what people are doing on their Xbox. You just can't talk to them through it yet. So it's like, if they can get that far, like,
I'm assuming they're gonna have something streamlined, like to be able to chat.
What's going to end up happening is Microsoft is just going to buy Discord the way they bought Skype, and then they're going to force it on Sony, force it on Switch, and then just be like, ha!
Last I heard, you still have to download a Nintendo app on your phone and join party chat there.
Yeah, it's not. There's no voice support for the Switch.
No.
It's not going to happen. There's no mic.
I agree that it should be part of the next wave. I think KIWI was talking about that. He said he's hopeful that it's
next gen.
Wouldn't hold your breath.
Did you hear something?
I'm looking right now at these headsets for the Switch. Those are pretty sweet.
Damn, they're coming out with some nice headsets here. Yeah.
Voice like chat because they have mics and stuff. I've had them since too.
I mean, there's no native mic on the Switch. Like,
no.
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want to be shouting into a fucking handheld. Like, hold your phone in front of your face and be like, oh, "Dude, he's over there." That'd be bad.
You got a bunch of kids who are playing COD and shit, like yelling at them.
In spit covered switches. You don't want that. You don't want that. So maybe some headsets with some mics. The Video Game Hall of Fame, which is in my hometown.
What?
Yeah. Know where the Video Game Hall of Fame is?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone does because Anywho, Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York. I've been there multiple times. Brought my kids there.
Filmed Pixel? Was that the Adam Sandler movie? I don't know. That seems like they would have gone to the Video Game Museum for that. I don't know.
Strong National Museum of Play, Rochester, New York. They inducted their Hall of Fame class of 2020. They honored Bejeweled, Minecraft, Centipede, and King's Quest.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, Bejeweled. That is impressive.
I don't know how I feel about those.
God. I think it's more of a popularity situation, and that's
Let me ask you a question. Is Farmville in there?
Holy, I was just gonna check this right here. Video Game Hall of Fame. I got a headset on here.
Okay.
Strong's World. Oh, it's a World Video Game Hall of Fame. He emerged from a field of 12 finalists, including. Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
What did it beat?
Oh no. He emerged from a field of 12 finalists that included Frogger, GoldenEye, Guitar Hero, NBA Jam, Nokia Snake, which fuck you is the most iconic game of all time. Don't lie. Everyone played it. That's the original DUF game on that thing.
Actually,
phone game.
Speaking of the original
Bejeweled
Snake.
beat those?
It's not the original Snake, but it's the Nokia Snake.
Okay, fine. The Nokia Snake. Okay, so I played recently the Blair Witch. It's free on Game Pass. I'm going to tell you. It didn't scare me, but I'm going to tell you that it was a good game. Was not expecting that. I really wasn't. It was a great game, but they had put a lot of time into a lot of little key things for Easter eggs, and one of them is the phone function. You can play the original Snake from
Nokia. That's cool.
Yeah, and the whole phone operates exactly like how an old school phone like that would operate. It's pretty sweet.
Imagine kids, younger age playing that game. They'd be fucked. All right, well, 12 finalists: Frogger, GoldenEye, Guitar Hero, NBA, Nokia Snake, Super Smash Melee, Uncharted 2, and where in the world is Carmen?
You're making me mad. Stop it. How did Bejeweled and Minecraft beat those?
No, I get a popularity vote. Come on, that's easy. Yeah, he gets it. Okay, here you go. Wow. This is in 2013. This is Bejeweled. I'm sorry. Web-based Flash game. Ooh, get shit on. 2001. Cap Games. 2013, they had reported 500 million downloads. Centipede was in 1981 on the Atari. King's Quest was 1984.
Does anyone
on PCs
find it weird that Frogger is still not in there?
That's
and got beat out
no.
by Bejeweled.
I am surprised that this game is not in there. For it has a 5 out of 5 on GameStop, and it is coming out right now on the Switch. It is the remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom, the SquarePants game.
You know, I did see that when we were doing research for this episode, and I was gonna make a funny about it, but I bet it's a solid fucking game.
Okay, let's be honest.
Just like
though,
the South
that
Park
game
games.
was
You want to
pretty
rip on
solid.
them so bad, and they're actually fun.
I think that game was great. It was a big part of my childhood, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, it is probably one of the biggest games in the speedrunning community.
What?
True.
Seriously.
True.
The original SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom on PlayStation 2 is one of the most sped run games at conventions and stuff. Like ADGQ does a lot of
Never
them.
even heard of it.
Really? Oh
What?
man.
What?
Take the
you.
time, play it.
What's the remaster coming out on? Everything?
From what I see, it's coming out on the Switch, just for the Switch. I didn't see
Okay,
anything
that's
else.
weird.
But I assume it came out on the PlayStation, so it was a Sony game. Well, no,
That was
it was.
Yep.
Was it? It was PlayStation 2, and also
If it was PlayStation
GameCube.
2, it might have just been because it was more friendly with indie developers at the time.
I don't recall though. That's why I was gonna ask. It's weird that it's THQ Nordic.
Oh, they had a Game Boy Advance version, a home console version.
Again, I was gonna make a gag about that, but all jokes aside, I bet it's a solid game. Good for kids, clearly. Good for not kids. I remember that game being really entertaining as much as I did play it. We got here. You want to talk about a remake? Talk about Drake. You want to talk about a remake? I am very excited about coming out for the Switch. The only part of their little Switch, their Nintendo announcement that they had the other week, June 18th, 19th of 2020, the most recent Nintendo announcement. I'll give you a hint in that. What do you think the only good part of that, in my opinion?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Tony Hawk.
That wasn't Nintendo's announcement to
An
make.
acquisition. What did
Dude,
I know it's
imagine.
Pokemon related,
You were
no.
We'll get to
about
Tony
it.
Hawk. We'll get to Tony Hawk, but no, they not.
Is it,
they talked
was it
about
a
their
Pokemon
shitty
Stadium or a new Pokemon Snap? What?
on Snap. You got it. Don't tease me with Stadium. I wish that.
Hey, if they
Ooh,
Stadium, I would play.
Pokemon Stadium. Oh, I would
There's
play
There's more to
Stadium.
come, is what they said. More to come.
Oh yeah, they're gonna put that.
Yeah.
You know, they already started doing DLC, so the first DLC for Pokemon Snap will probably be Stadium.
Why you gotta ruin it for me? Why you gotta do that? I was excited. I was okay.
Putting it
Did
out
you?
there.
Who played it? Who played Snap? Played it.
Oh, I did.
I did
Virtual
not
hands
play
in.
Snap.
Virtual
I
hands
never,
in.
never
I-
touched it.
100%.
Oh my God,
I love
Stadium
that game.
all day.
And
Pokemon
Stadium
Snap,
was good shit.
Didn't understand.
Well,
Snap,
Stadium was good, but Snap. There was just something about the Pokemon Snap that was awesome because it had to have a special controller for it originally.
No, but I don't. Well, did it have a controller? It probably had a controller. I shouldn't have.
No,
Did
it just had a little adapter to plug your cartridge in, so you could use your Pokemon.
No.
Oh.
Okay, let me paint this for you. I was gonna butt in, but here's
I
my
don't know.
good excuse too. Okay, you can get yourself Pokemon Snap on the N64. This is ages ago. I'm gonna reveal all sorts of age here. Go to Blockbuster, and it would have a kiosk. It was all Pokemon themed, and it would say Pokemon Snap. And you could go up to this kiosk at the Blockbuster with your memory card. May have been some additional add-on
Card.
clipped on. No, you might be right. May have been a clip-on for the controller because you could fit a
yes.
rumble pack in the back and all that shit. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Anywho, your memory card or something. Go to the kiosk at the Blockbuster.
I
And you
remember
could
that now.
pop your memory card into the kiosk at Blockbuster, and you could print out a little, like the mall photo kiosk things, little strip pictures.
Of your Pokemon. Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that.
You
Yeah.
could print out your strips of your real pictures that you took from Pokemon Snap.
Yeah,
It
I
was
remember
revolutionary.
that.
That was the first time they did some shit like that. They
Spent so much money on that.
yes,
They went bankrupt.
pretty fucking nice pictures too. Yeah, it was. You're probably right. They were pretty high end. Pokemon maybe shelled out.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
Pokemon Snap's coming out. I'm
that was
super
good.
excited.
I don't remember doing that. I never had Snap.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
I know.
You said you
Yeah.
remember the kiosks, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I do. I remember that. I remember that whole era, man. That was like the time when I was just growing up. I remember Pokemon Snap and like Pod Racer. Pod Racer on the N64 was
Ooh,
great.
yeah.
Pod Racer, the
Pod
Star
Racing
Wars
was
game?
so, yeah, Star Wars
that
Pod
was.
Racer.
Yeah.
That was good.
Or remember the Turok? Turok 2 on the N64.
Nintendo 64 racing games. Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing, yes.
Diddy Kong Racing.
Do you remember the
I will
expansion
take
pack?
that over Mario Kart any day on the N64.
Get out of here.
No, for real. It was so much better.
Do you guys remember the memory extension you had to get for certain
Yeah, to
games?
play Donkey Kong 64.
And you know the reason why is because the developers made a bug that they couldn't fix, and like they figured out how to do it with the external port later.
They had done that with so many other things. Do you remember when Sega games started coming out and they were taller with the little yellow thing in the corner because they were cramming more crap onto the cartridge?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's an old practice. N64 had that weird thing you could bolt onto the top of it practically. I'm sorry, not N64, SNES. Some weird like
more RAM to
what
console.
the fuck was that thing? Something like that. Yeah.
It basically was RAM.
Accelerator. It won't crash when you play Mario. Yep. Well, all right. You guys want to get right into Tony Hawk then?
Yeah,
Everyone's
is Chad Muska back? Yeah, well, it's a
gliding right off their
remaster, so I guess
skateboard.
he has to be, huh?
Everyone. I think they said
Always.
everyone, right?
Dude, Chad Muska was my go-to skater in Tony Hawk.
Type was he?
Because he because he skated Goofy. And the backpack. I like the backpack.
Goofy. Okay, the backpack. I remember the dude with the backpack, I think.
Yeah. Basically had the boombox in the backpack.
So
they put it in there.
So I
did
figured
a
it out.
competition with it once.
You got Kiwi.
I figured it out. The applicable games for the Nintendo 64 expansion pack. By the way, it was the most useless, pointless thing that Nintendo ever put out. The only reason why they did it was because in Donkey Kong 64, it prevented a game-breaking bug that would cause the game to randomly crash. Since Rare could not fix the problem in time for its release, the expansion pack is packaged with the game. The expansion pack, if it is not used, will cause the game-breaking glitch. It has two other games, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask and Perfect Dark, that it says that it increases its visual capabilities, but it doesn't really do that. They've proven it.
Didn't one of the Zelda games come out with Master Quest and that required that?
Yeah. It said it utilized extra texture detail or whatever, but they said the expansion pack is pretty much useless.
Right.
Yeah, so it's basically just extra video RAM?
It's like 56 kilobytes of VRAM, probably.
No, it was just developed to fix that bug in Donkey Kong Country. Like, that was it.
Yeah, it's basically just to add a little bit of processing.
Right.
It was the original patch. Like, it was how they patched stuff back then.
Physical patch.
Yeah. It was like a Game Shark. The devs needed to make a Game Shark for their fucking console.
Right.
We're literally going to ship you a patch.
One that you will just couple it with the memory pack that's already in there. So what they did was they took that same memory pack.
Oh, you didn't couple it. It replaced it.
That's what I'm saying. All they did was take the insides from that, package it in a different way, have that patch mode chip in there that'll fix the bug. So essentially it's the same thing.
Red grate.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but just with the chip in there that'll not make that game-breaking glitch to happen.
Oh, yeah, and so they could track your activity.
Too.
Wait. How long ago? What game?
No, probably in 64. That'd be crazy.
Probably were, let's be real here. And they had the electronics were there. Just,
This Nintendo's just like, this is how we always put out good games.
Pretty much. But Tony Hawk, I think we left off on here.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite in Tony Hawk?
Oh man, is it even a question? No, it's not.
Tony Hawk.
I
I'm gonna
asked
kick you.
it. Well, he asked
Oh
it.
no. What about you? You go first.
Chad Muska.
I don't remember who my particular favorite was, to be honest. I played the shit out of Tony Hawk games, but
who had the K grind? It was Eric. Is it
Koscheck.
Koscheck. Yeah.
Something like that.
Forever since I
Koscheck.
Caustic. Wait, wrong game.
Too much Apex.
No, Rodney Mullen for sure, 100%. I
Or
always,
so.
I was
remember-
always a street skater like him. That's when I was growing up
Wasn't-
skateboarding and stuff. He was my big like inspiration. I wanted to do like dark slides and do like skating that nobody else thought of. You know, like he was just doing cool stuff that nobody ever had thought about, and still to this day, not a lot of people do.
Artist of the skateboard world. Yeah, he was crazy.
Yeah. There's a few more that are really good that are very similar like him, but they don't get a lot of attention. I can't recall their names, but
I have a list of the original characters here. If you, it's really kind of a weird mindfuck because I feel like I can have a vivid memory of these. Scrolling through this list, Tony Hawk and Bob Burnquist. I remember the Burnquist slide, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Wasn't that one of his? That was one of my guys. Remember that. Graham Campbell, Rune Glifberg, Bucky Lasik, Chad Muska.
Oh, I forgot about
Bucky Lasik. Oh,
Andy Reynolds.
Or Bucky
Andrew Reynolds, Jeff Rowley, and it continues on. But point being, I think they said everyone's going to be back. They're going to do, I believe that they said it's going to be fully spirited, a full, it's a love project.
Tony Hawk already tweeted out a photo with all of them together hanging out. In the tweet, he said a bunch of people collaborating and friends. So I think Jack Black is under the and friends flag.
Well,
but
what was the
I would not be opposed to seeing him show up there.
The other thing,
they threw Tenacious D music into it.
That's what I was just gonna say. That was also my first exposure to not metal in general, I'm sure, but
such
Megadeth.
good music.
Demo. That's what I was gonna
all
get
the
started
games
on
I can think of. That probably had the best music soundtrack of any game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Don't disagree, but you should definitely check out Skate 3. I'm sorry to hop games here, but you should, if you really want to check out a game with just a shockingly good soundtrack where you're like, what the fuck? This has no business being this random and this good.
What?
That one out.
Which one?
Skate 3.
Oh, you want to play the glitchiest game of your life? Play Skate 3.
You can kind of pull off some crazy shit, but if it's not glitching, it works pretty fun. It's satisfying to pull off a good grind in those games. It's more physics based than the Tony Hawk ones. Tony Hawks are snappy.
Oh yeah, Day One song. He was an awesome Rodney Mullen type skater.
The soundtrack more so than the characters, I guess, is my point though. That was my first exposure to Megadeth. That was my demo disc, dude. The fucking that Tony Hawk 1 with the demo disc.
Yeah,
thinking about it.
All right. I think we have time for one more thing, right? What are we at?
We got one more new thing that kind of was revealed. We've got the lean, mean gaming machine of the PS5 reveal. I think it looks like the PS2 put in the George Foreman grill. But
it's
that's
ugly.
just me.
It's so ugly.
Oh.
Maybe they grilled some of the fat out and it'll actually run faster.
It is an interesting design.
Anyways, what do you guys think? I think it looks ridiculous.
I think it's stupid.
I think it looks good, but don't tell me that's practical. It's a very odd thing. I think it looks like a skyscraper.
It looks like
a router.
Of the plastic.
It looks like a router.
The tops, to me, you're just asking for that to snap off. I've got a near 2-year-old at home. You're just asking for that to snap off when that
stuff
thing
to
gets
get
knocked
wedged
over.
in there. Is that air intake right there? Think about how it's designed with the white fins. Those things there should probably be air intakes. So,
can I just give you my honest opinion of this?
Please.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just ugly. It's not appealing to the eye like at all.
See, I wouldn't say that.
It's
You
not.
like it. You like it, don't you?
I don't.
No, not you. Mayhem.
No, it looks like a skyscraper. I've been thinking about how to
And
word this
you like
eloquently. It's futuristic, and I think it is aesthetically pleasing.
It looks like a router you get off Wish.
Damn, come on! It looks sorry. I'm serious. Think
No,
about it.
it
Think
looks
about
like
Put
maybe-
up
it
on
looks
its
like
side.
I don't
It
know
looks
off
cheap.
Wish.
It looks like
I'd
cheap,
expect to
low
see it at Best
grade
Buy.
plastic.
Uh,
I know it's not made out of cheap, low grade plastic, but it looks like
it's
it.
made
And-
out of cheap, high grade plastic.
I
yeah,
know
with,
the difference. It's
with
gonna be
some
very expensive.
stick-on LED lights in the background to make it look cool. I mean, at least with the Xbox, the new one coming out, it's practical. I mean, the reason why it's doing what it's doing
You
is
don't like the way it looks? Slap a sticker on it, dog.
Oh yeah,
It's a box. Do whatever you want. Use your
gonna say.
imagination.
I really think the PS5 looks like a skyscraper in every way. It's nice. It looks good as a skyscraper. Is that the most efficient way to build a fucking building?
Where am I gonna put that? That's my thing. It's like it's so
Yeah.
tall.
Versus the competition, which decided to go the opposite route, just literally a box.
yeah,
I
but that
honestly
I
like that better. It's gonna
I
be so
l-
easy to skin.
yeah.
I can make that look however I want. So easy.
Not only that, I mean, there's a lot of benefits to it, and its cooling system is going to be a lot better, and the air system, the airflow and stuff, the vents are going to be like pretty much all around it. So
About that custom cooling system.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
do see their perspective. Think about this. Hear me out. PS3, big and fugly. Everyone knows that. Big and fugly. And work well overheated, big and fugly.
Yeah.
PS4 was alright. It was pretty sexy. It was slim,
Yeah.
it was sleek, it had some nice angles.
Yeah, some design flaws in there for
Little
sure.
bland.
But
Little
yeah,
bland.
it does look pretty sleek.
A little bland though. There's not too much if we're doing our
every
death
PS4
clock.
has an issue with the eject button though, right? Every original.
No, I've never owned one.
Yeah.
Okay.
in quotes in a blog, they wanted to deliver a console that's bold, stunning, and unlike any of its previous generations.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that how Donald Trump describes Ivanka?
No, you're thinking of a different person that they've used those words for recently, and I'm not touching that with well.
Yeah. Okay.
No, not like that, but yeah, they've been used. Those words have been used about someone else. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It just looks so cheap. It looks like a cheap router from Wish. No joke. Like,
I see where you're coming from, but I think they just decided to fucking go
I
right to the
don't think
wall
it
with
looks quite that bad, Kiwi, but yeah, I would.
okay,
Been
it's
going
like
bland.
it's
Maybe
it's
like
like
an
low
off-brand
it's
router.
like low grade Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, Amazon Basics.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like one of those things where you're like your parent
Just
or
plug in all
your
sorts
aunt
of
gets you
things.
something and they're like, it's from a brand called Gamer Logic, and you look at it and it's like, this looks like a PS3, but it's not a fucking PS3. Looks like a knockoff PS5, like a Chinese PS5.
You got the play box.
Soldier Boy designing their fucking consoles now. Great.
I got that Nintendo Box 4.
Told you I got Gamecast. Yeah, I don't know. They could have chosen a really different way to go with that. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, we're pushing. I think we filled an episode here. We're gonna have to do COD versus Halo because I'm not done with you, talk show. Bulldogged
Yeah,
over me
for
this
sure.
whole time. Kiwi, we both kind of bulldogged over this whole entire thing. Kiwi, you got any other things coming out or anything you want to add in before we cut off air here?
No, I think I'm pretty much good. I got some more stuff about Call of Duty and Halo, but I think we can push that off to another episode.
Another episode. I think we're gonna do a whole nother little series about that. We'll have fun. I think we're gonna do something different. We keep skipping over it, and I don't know. People want to hear us bitch about.
I think
how
it's just going to be something we're just going to continuously touch on.
Yeah, true. It'll just be our
I'm
east
sure
side,
when the
west
next
side bullshit.
when the next shooter comes out, it's going to reignite the whole debate. Do you like it? Do you hate it? If so, it's because you are on this side.
Yes, it is. And I bet if it's a non-sci-fi one, you're gonna fucking love it, or I'm gonna love it. And if it's a fucking aliens and zoomy, you're gonna fucking love it. That's what it is.
Pew pew.
And we covered everything for this week, gentlemen. We got Pokemon Snap, which was big. Tony Hawk. Video Game Hall of Fame. Apex is going cross-platform in the fall of 2020. What else? Anyone got anything fun?
Crypto event. Apex crypto events. It's the crypto's getting a buff.
MechWarrior Online's having a pilot skill event.
Oh yeah,
buffing crypto.
Warrior. Yeah, they're buffing.
Buff?
Oh! I forgot to mention in Apex. So the Apex news. So they're buffing crypto, Lifeline, and Octane. Octane is going to be able to put down a mobile respawn beacon.
What?
Yes.
Like, Octane? Or
yes.
no, Lifeline?
No, Octane.
Octane gets a mobile respawn beacon?
Yes.
In place of what?
I don't know.
Instead of his jump pad?
Should be.
In the trailer, if you watch the trailer for it, they just released it. It teases at a few things. Lifeline will potentially be able to res people and then put her drone down, and her drone will res them continuously while she can go and fight.
You know what's super cool is if she could drop her thing as a respawn beacon. That would be pretty cool.
That would
I like
be cool.
the idea of her being as a healer, because that just fits right in with her character. I think it should be that way. That's like an add-on that should be there. It's not a fucking revolutionary feature. That's bitch. Yeah, throw it on your fucking drone and pick me up.
I mean, she is a little underwhelming at the moment.
Well, and that's what I think. That's what they're going to do.
Because if you leave her alone, she can respawn wherever she wants.
Yeah, I know from what it looked like. She was resing a Bangalore, and she was halfway through the res, and then somebody was trying to fight her, so she like threw her dock down and then ran past her shield, and then the dock finished the res, and she then went to go fight the squad or whatever. So like I think it's gonna be like more of a quality of life thing, more so than changing what is going on there. Octane for sure. Crypto, they haven't said anything really about what his buff is going to be, but they said they're going to be buffing him.
I think we've covered it. We got enough here for today.
Hello everyone, and thanks again for listening to us here on the Hive Mind. I apologize for the delay of episode 3. As you can hopefully tell, we are in the process of setting up some new recording equipment, and to be honest, we're still getting the hang of things. We're going to keep trying to get these things fine-tuned, keep up with our normal weekly schedule, and keep bringing you guys some quality gaming banter. From everyone here at the Hive Mind Gaming Podcast, I'm Mayhem, and we'll see you again next time.